Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This week, week number 4 in the NFL season, we're going to go over our picks for this week. A quick reminder, in the bottom right hand corner is our Twitter handle. It's at jwint815, at jwint815. Please go to Twitter, give us a follow, put all of our picks out there. You can find all of our videos, our picks, everything's documented. If we don't have time to make a video during the week, we'll still make sure to tweet out our picks. Really a great way to follow us throughout the season.
So we're going to go over a quick Week 3 NFL recap. I'll be honest here, wasn't pretty. Hopefully you're following along with our college picks as well that kept you in the green for the week because our NFL picks did not. One thing to note is that we're still overall ahead for the season, up $27, which equates to 0.27 units. So we'll go over the picks from last week. We had the Colts at -3.5. They did not cover, of course, winning by 2. They've managed to not get the job done for us a couple of times this year. So a little frustrating, but I'm sure we'll continue to ride them down the road. The Falcons -2 were able to get it done. We had a 0.8 unit play, yielding $73 of profit. The Chiefs taking on the Packers, well, they looked awful, but they actually almost got a backdoor cover, losing by 8, I believe. It was a 0.6 unit play, and we lost $60 on that. And then the Bears, well, they're just a horrible football team. We had them with 15 points, and they couldn't manage to cover that. So we had 0.4 units on them and $40 loss on the Bears.
So moving on, it's a new week. We'd like to start out with an AFC matchup, Baltimore at Pittsburgh. This is the Thursday night game this week on CBS. Baltimore -2.5. Again, thing to note here right away, Joe Flacco against Michael Vick. So Ben Roethlisberger is going to be out for a while. Michael Vick, obviously he's had some success in the past, but coming in on a short week like this against a Baltimore Ravens team that's really looking to get on track. We really don't see them at 0-4. Baltimore has not won a game yet this season. We look for Baltimore to come out pretty strong on the road this week and cover the spread here. Pittsburgh is actually 2-5 against the spread against teams with a losing record. Baltimore, on the other hand, is 14-5 against the spread against teams with a winning record. Baltimore, really, we look for them to step up this week. We're recommending a 1.0 unit play on this game. Baltimore -2.5.
Our next play is Cleveland getting 7.5 points on the road at San Diego. We'll acknowledge that this kind of goes against our original philosophy, which is taking the best quarterback. You got Phillip Rivers versus either Josh McCown or Johnny Manziel. We understand that matchup favors San Diego. However, we're taking this pick because of value, getting the 7.5 points. We like it with that number. The Chargers are 0-5 against the spread following a game of allowing 30 points or more. Cleveland is 6-1 against the spread following a against the spread loss. Cleveland is also 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 as a road underdog. With this in mind, we're doing a 0.4 unit play, kind of being a little conservative on it, just because there's some rumors floating around in Cleveland with the whole quarterback situation. That's never a good sign for a team being able to decipher between Josh McCown and Johnny Manziel, and it sounds like, even though they are rumors, the team kind of wants to be on Manziel. So we'll see how that plays out, but still like getting the 7.5 points and taking 0.4 units on this play.
Our next game is the Monday night game, Detroit at Seattle. Looking at another value pick here, Detroit is getting 10 points. Tough place to play, obviously, in Seattle. However, Detroit is 7-1 against the spread, following a double-digit loss at home. They're also 5-1 against the spread, following a game where they scored less than 15 points. Again, looking at Detroit, we look for a team to get back on track a little bit here this week. Even though it's at Seattle, Detroit still has a lot of offensive weapons. Calvin Johnson, Matthew Stafford should be able to move the ball, put up some points against Seattle. Therefore, we're recommending a 0.6 unit play on this game.
Our final pick of the week is going to be going down in London, early morning Sunday. You can catch that game at 9:30 Eastern. We got the Jets -1.5, quote unquote, at Miami, but it's a neutral field, let's be honest. The Jets, they're 6-0 against the spread in their last 6 versus the AFC. They're 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. And Miami, on the other hand, is 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 games overall. We weren't real heavy on the Jets at the beginning of the season, but they're starting to prove themselves. They did pick up a key asset in Brandon Marshall. He's a real solid receiver. They got a mediocre quarterback in Fitzpatrick, and to be honest, Miami just looks to be sliding right now. So with all that in mind, we're going to take 0.8 units on the Jets, and hopefully that they can get it done overseas.
So to give you a little bit of a recap, this week in the NFL, we gave you 4 games. Baltimore minus 2.5, Cleveland plus 7.5, Detroit plus 10.5, and the Jets minus 1.5. Total units this week, pretty conservative, 2.8 units. A couple of road underdogs, a couple of interesting matchups here this week in the NFL, but we're really looking to get back on track this week for the NFL season, giving you 4 plays. Again, a quick reminder in the bottom right corner, please give us a follow on Twitter at jwint815. Again, all these picks are reviewed every week. Everything is documented. It's free. It's conservative advice. Please give us a follow. Thank you.